Today, day 3, welcome back. We're talking about playing to win. So the past 2 days, we brought awareness to our situation. We have accepted where we're at, what we've gone through. And today we're going to talk about how we can bring ourselves into the present and realize what we can do to win at life. Again, focusing on mindset, nutrition, and physiology. The mindset I want you to focus on is celebrating. How often do you celebrate? What do you celebrate when you do? Do you celebrate when there's a huge event? When there's something that you've been looking forward to for a long time? Typically, we have kind of this culture, just kind of this cycle that we get in of when there's something extraordinary, that gets celebrated. Which means on the reverse that if there's something that's just mundane or ordinary, that's not worth celebrating. I propose a change to that mindset and to that cycle. I think that we should celebrate every day. Our wins every day. Because if you're constantly waiting for the big thing to happen, it takes joy and purpose out of our meaningful daily disciplines and habits. Celebrate what you enjoy every day. Celebrate that you are progressing every day. If not, there's this not good enough syndrome of, well, I'm not accomplishing that, so I'm not good enough. Or I wanted to do this, but I wasn't able to make the cut, so I'm not good enough. Or, oh, well, I'll never be able to do that. All of these limiting beliefs, this scarcity mindset. Instead of, this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working towards. This is the value that I currently have. And you're not waiting for someday to arrive to be happy, feel accomplished, or be fulfilled. If you celebrate where you are, then you're able to find peace in where you are, knowing that you have a positive trajectory, also building towards blossoming that value into even more, but realizing that it is valuable in the current moment. That is your mindset today. Write down, what do you typically celebrate? And what would you like to celebrate more often? What are your daily wins that you can find fulfillment in? Now, a word of caution, this doesn't mean that I want you to make a task list of unless you don't accomplish this, you're not winning, you're not celebrating. It's the fact that you're doing your best and showing up to create more value for yourself and for your life on a daily basis. First of all, show up for yourself on a daily basis so that you can celebrate that. That is worth celebrating. And find fulfillment in today. Which brings me to, for nutrition, what I want you to focus on today is 3 macronutrients. There's only 3. And they are carbohydrates. So anything that processes in your body as a sugar at the end of its breakdown. And proteins. Anything that breaks down into an amino acid molecule. And fats, which is anything that breaks down into a lipid molecule. Okay? Those are the 3 different macronutrients. Now, this could be a very in-depth conversation, which is outside the scope of this course, but I want you to give you a taste of this. There is more to your nutrition than calories in and calories out. There's also different qualities of macronutrients. Eating a jerky stick like one of those, what are they called? Slim Jims? No offense. I'm not trying to put them out of business or anything. That is different than eating a fillet of salmon. Very different source of protein and fat. Okay? So I want you to think about, how are you playing to win with your nutrient composition? What kind of carbohydrates are you including? What kind of fats, which are great, are you including? Fat on the lips does not equal fat on the hips. Dr. Willie always says that. That's where I learned it. Incredible mentor, incredible partner. And what are your sources of protein? I just want you to be mindful of that today. For physiology, I invite you to focus on what brings you fulfillment and joy. What do you enjoy doing? For example, I grew up as a classically trained ballerina. That's what I dedicated the first 2.5 decades of my life to. And it ebbed and flowed between periods of enjoyment or non-enjoyment. Sometimes it was more of a chore, more of a job, right? When it was my job, it was my schooling, it was my career. It lost a little bit of the luster, and that's okay. But now, having retired from that, I also get, sometimes really burnt out from the boring weightlifting, which some people are totally fueled by and enthused by, and I love to include. But as a dancer, as a creative, as an artist, I know that if I go to dance fitness class, I burn more calories and my cardio stays up more during that class than anything else, and it releases my endorphins. It's great socially for me. It's the music, the environment, the atmosphere, how it boosts my mood and fuels my light. That is so meaningful to me. So realizing what fulfills you and what is purposeful for you in your physiology is just as important as your dedication to it. And I would submit that your dedication to your physiology will improve as you make choices that increase your enjoyment. See you tomorrow.